So all of your actions were dictated by the dollar ever since birth. And with that kind of dictation, you never had free will to begin with. What you had was a rat race. That rat running the race think is free will. But if the race was designed, it ain't free will. That rat in that maze was born into the maze. And it's running around trying to get out the maze. What the rat don't realize is it don't have free will just because it can decide which corners to turn, because it didn't have the free will to not be born into the maze in the first goddamn place. Hit the like button. Everything the rat do born into the maze will not be free will, because all of his actions based upon being born into the maze is to get out the maze. And had it not been born into the maze, it wouldn't have had them damn actions going left to right, Democrat, Republic, liberal to conservative, Christian to Muslim, trying to figure its goddamn way out the maze. Corner to corner, theory to theory, concept to concept, ideology to ideology, to figure its way out a maze. And it's thinking that the different ideologies it adopt to get out the maze is based upon its own free will, when it's just the pre-calculated actions that the controllers knew you would take to get out the maze. The controllers don't have to ask themselves, how is the rat gonna move when it's born into the maze? No different than a parent gotta ask, how is the child gonna move when I throw it into the pool for the first time? It's gonna flap around chaotically. Your actions can be predicted because you was born into a maze of concepts that had you going from left, right, trying to get out this maze. But you know the only way out the maze is when the rat realizes in a maze. See, because the rat that's born into the maze is just its world. And the actions that it take every day in that maze, in the rat's mind, it's just day-to-day actions, man. It's just day-to-day life. And if you look at these people, they're born into a maze. And each day is another left and right turn to try to make it out. They can never finish the book. You know why? Because when you're stuck on one page and you just keep flipping it from left to right, you ain't getting nowhere. When you're in a maze and you don't know you in the maze, the actions you take every day that you think are normal are basically your responses to being in a maze. And you wake up every day and you have motions and you going left, right, trying to figure it all out each day. Just like a rat in a maze. It wakes up every day bending corners. Now it don't know it's in a maze. It was born into the maze. So in its mind, I'm born in this little world, which is just an endless bunch of turns and loops leading to nowhere. And it think that's what life is. Hey, this is reality. This is normal. No, you didn't know you was born into a maze. Nope, the rat didn't know that. Never saw outside of the maze. What the people, what people outside of the maze would say, hey man, see the people looking down at the rat is saying, hey, the rat trying to get out the maze. But what the rat is thinking inside of the maze is, man, I'm just performing an action that I was doing since birth. The rat ain't saying I'm trying to get out of a maze. The rat don't know it was born into a maze, remember? It think that's just life. This is what, okay, listen. Let's say when you were born into this world, what if all you saw was a white box? You was born into a white room and that was it. You never saw the sun and moon or other people or nothing. You would think, well, this is the world. What am I? What is this white little box? This all you ever saw since birth. You wouldn't think it was a box you're trapped in. You would say, oh, this is just my world. It's my world. And if I took you out that box, guess what? And took you to the other side, you would get scared and go back in your little white box. That's the only world you know. You was born into that. You take that rat out that maze, you taking it away from his home. Just cause you know it's in a maze don't mean it know it's in a maze. And that's these niggas in the ghetto. See, these type of actions that we perpetuate that don't serve us and that they don't get us nowhere, we've adopted these actions and interpret them as this is just what life is. Just like the rat in the maze. Hey man, it's just what life was designed to be, for me to get up every day, bending corners, get nowhere. And if you try to get them somewhere, they go right back to the hood and say, man, don't take me away. I like going through this maze every day, seeing these hedges and green walls, but not getting nowhere. Why? It ain't that I like it, is all I know. And what are we talking about? You know them niggas who live in the ghetto, who wake up every day bending the same corners and blocks their whole life? That's the maze I'm talking about. Y'all better hit the like button. Talking to your soul, man. I'm painting you a story, but I'm speaking symbolically to your soul. Yeah, they get up every day walking them same blocks and corners. That's the rat in a maze. They actions don't get them nowhere. It don't take them out the hood. But they don't want to get out the hood. They was born in this maze. No one gets out. Everyone just been the same corner. It's a bunch of rats in this maze. None of them want to get out. Why? They addicted to bending the corners. I know niggas who made hundreds of thousands of dollars and then leave them dirty and roach infested projects, pulling up to this bitch in them damn Benzes. You could take one of them rats out the maze and put him in a tuxedo, and he'll just keep bending them same maze corners and blocks in the tuxedo. Yeah, niggas will leave out the hood and go out of town and make money just to come back to their poor ass hood to show it out. You know I ain't lying. I'm telling you now, we're the rats in the maze, and your actions are by design. A nigga designed you to be this way, to be addicted to the repetition of your same filthy corners. And niggas will rep their hoods proudly. And if you show me a map of your hood, I'll show you the maze that them rats in. Hit the like button. Yeah, all of you niggas who proud of your city. Yeah, man, it's different mazes for different rats. The rat don't know he in a maze. That's his kingdom.